Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Jeremy Crazy 30 Wrestling Promotion here. And added a storyline. Iker and Basile, they're great as opponents, and that's what I kind of implemented the last episode. And we know that we created a training school that will open up next year. Created WWE, AEW, add more competition, add another two promotions into it already with the promotions that we have in it. So just wanted to put a little bit of realism in it with the top two um, promotions that are nowadays. I would say New World Japan is up there too because they've been, you know, around for a while, but or a while like a long time, but overall, like for me living in the U.S., New World Japan is like only kind of been known when they integrate with AEW and do partnerships and all that jazz. So that's the only kind of um, market that I see New World Japan if they were to, bring superstars from, that promotion to AEW and AEW to that other promotion and stuff. So overall, we are going to go to promotions here, and I'm just going to kind of look around because you can create a working relationship. You could apply for the job. You can offer to buy the company, which I'm not going to do with any of the companies because then you're buying it outright. And you can propose a parental relationship, meaning that you are the one below them, and if they were to call up superstars, they can move it up, and you're essentially the developmental company, so to speak. So overall, gonna kind of look at a promotion that has low popularity rating, like kind of like this, and it seems like they were founded in 1980. So overall, their storylines expected real sports feel. They're kind of going down in finances, and I could hit propose working relationship. Do you want to ask this promotion to become your ally? This will allow you to borrow from each other. Confirm. They accept your offer. So we have a working relationship with these employees. They are pay per appearance promotion as of right now, as they are low in popularity as a 5, kind of like how we are right now. We are at a 5, and our finances are going downwards. They're not, stabilizing at that 100 million mark, but we do not have any written contract people for the merchandise to be sold, even though we've seen in the finances that stuff is getting sold, so it must be just random stuff from the promotion. So we have one, we can just offer to buy it. Finances subside and stuff like that, but because it's either we just offer to buy or they don't work with us. So we have New York Finest that will work with us. We will World of Wrestling. We will propose a working relationship with them. this promotion accepts your offer. So now we have two other promotions that we can work with, which is a good thing. They're local, North America, so they're based out of North America. We could also ask if these guys want to work with us, because then we could have more females to choose from when it comes to any championship matches or just overall selecting a few of. They accept our offer. So as of right now, we have 3 promotions that we can work with, that we can branch off of. We can accept, not necessarily accept contracts, but accept them to come over to our show. So with that being said, since we do have these partner promotions, we can click on it and we can see where they are, if they're upper mid card and this and that. So we have more people to select from, which is nice. So I've already kind of booked this out prior to recording this video, kind of behind the scenes type stuff, and wanted to implement kind of a new thing every episode, where last episode was adding promotions in a training school, and this is kind of implementing partnerships. So we have wrestling partnerships, which can be a good thing or it can be a bad thing. And Jonathan increasing his booking fee, which is okay. We're keeping that as a tag team. And for this month, it's kind of already booked out, but when it comes to next month, we will be push request. All that being said, Max Grassi has been doing good for us, so we will give him his push to upper mid card. There we go. If there is no emails. So we have this already planned out and everything else. We don't need to involve other people, but we could involve them in like the pre-show and post-show. But let's see. We have workers that aren't being used right now, like Arabella and Hassan and stuff, so we could add a couple matches. So from Women's Pro Wrestling, she's a mid-card, 63-star power. So we will add a match. She's a heel, so that's perfect. And we will have her face Arabella. Pre-show for 10 minutes. So that will be that integration. We will have, is there any kind of faces on this? He's an upper mid card, 56. So he's growing. He's 19 and 19. Okay. So we will. So who is not being used right now? Tag teams. Is there? Okay, we will do that. Seems like. Oh, they are. They're pretty bad as. Pretty bad chemistry as a team. Are they faces though? Oh, okay. Oh, Basile's being used, but we will have these guys face our tag team champs. That's what we'll do. Just for the heck of it. Kind of adding them to the show. And then. Okay, so we added. Oh, so he's on 2 shows. Okay. So then from 3W. Seems like they're all males besides her, but she's a staff member. Isaiah Potter. Chemistry as a team. So him. We'll add Isaiah Potter and Malachi. We will actually, for gigs, we will add those on. Should we add it to the main show? Kind of towards the beginning, first match of the night. So then that's 3W. And who needs a match? So Dylan. It's also Anthony Wilson. We can do them too then. And put them 10-minute match. We'll do it to the pre-show. So we have Ellen and then the tag team that will be integrated into it. Then case chemistry as opponents. Cooper. So is this guy a usually you can see it. Oh, they're heels. Perfect. Then we can add another match. And then add teams. There. 3 matches pre-show. And add 1 tag team for the tag team titles at a different promotion. That should be good. Yes. So we got Ellen Copeland, who won the match, 42%. 3-star was 77%, and 60% final score. Then we have Anthony and Dylan going at it, 27%, 2.5-star match, 72% match quality, 49% final score. And then we have Edward, incredible and good chemistry within these 2 tag teams. 46% crowd reaction, 76% match quality with 3-star match, and 61% final score. Then we have Isaiah and Malachi, who are the new tag team champs now. They both have good chemistry as a team, so this is excellent to find another team that has good chemistry with each other. 36% crowd reaction, 3-star match, and 57 final score. And they both gained 0.1 with the integration of the partnership. And then Celia and Tegan did pretty well. Celia gained 0.1. 47% crowd reaction, and half-star match, 49% match quality, and 48% final score. Then we have Edward and Jonathan, just having a video shown with them after them having their pre-match, I guess. Max and Lewis added with each other, so they created a good match. 20% crowd reaction, 3-star match, 73% match quality, and 47% final score. Then we have the Iker and Basile, because we knew they're good as opponents, so kind of creating a storyline with that. There are no notes regarding this segments, and they 28% crowd reaction. Their psychology needed more work. 3.5-star match, 80% match quality, and 54 final score. Bryce Ignacio, after losing their titles, they have another promo. Game 0.1 and 35% final score. Jada Duncan lost last event, but kind of tried to see if she could win the mid-championship. She did not. Samira successfully retains, kind of redirecting on where she goes with MAE being injured until February. So 51% crowd reaction, 2-star match, 64% match quality, and 58% final score. Then we have Leslie and Hannah, with Hannah winning the title last time against Eloise, and she had a celebration, and Leslie decided to come out and attack her, and then she gained medical attention. 44% final score. Then we have Moses going after the title, and now he is Moses Two Belts. He had a major spot in this one. Christian was a little out of breath. Seemed like Moses wasn't out of breath. He did just fine. Given such a huge show, workers really pushed themselves. He had a boost, the big spot, the crowd were on their feet, and Moses was made to look like a threat in this match. It really helped his popularity. He gained 0.2, 60% crowd reaction, a 4-star match, 85% match quality, and 73% final score. We end the show with a 40, and it could have been a 59. Game 0.2 in popularity. So, with that, 280, 42. So maybe a little less than last time. Yeah, just a little less. But we do have the working partnerships with the other 3 promotions. Just trying to see what can happen with it, and they can use our superstars as well when it comes to that. So we will boost 7 days. Hopefully don't gain any emails. But okay. I'll accept it. So you're gonna push before the end of January. You say title win. You can go for his mid-card title. Shortlist news: growing tensions between Julius Dyer and Jose Hoffman. That is something I'll have to look at too. So you can put people on your short list of just workers you're wanting to look at in the future. So then they will have news for you. They're on my roster, so why would I shortlist? There is a way, unless if you go to news and just look at shortlist people, but I think there's a way you can look at that stuff and see overall like what is happening, but or this is the way it's going, but I believe it is Julius I shortlisted. Oh, that's my roster. Gonna look at workers. I did. So, Jose Hoffman and stuff like that, I guess, are having, fight, I guess. So, you can put people on your short list, and it will give you news on what is happening with the superstar you're looking at. Because I was just overall was seeing wrestlers that we could add it, if whatnot, for creative wise, and just overall you look to improve your roster in general. And I was looking for natural leaders. That's what it has on here as a filter. You can look for traits and or is it personality, natural leader. You can search, apply, and marketability, and he was up there in marketability with having less than a year of experience. Traditional 22-year-old out of North America and driven to be the best. Can be annoying, but a locker room leader and sociable among people. So he is growing tensions with Jose Hoffman. So, and that's not going to hurt my partnership with what I have with that promotion that does have Jose Hoffman. So we got 11 days left till our next event. Go. Moses 2 belts now, so we need promised a match against Moses. Add match. Probably be a pre-show match. Not even, I mean, I could put it for the mid-title, but I'm not going to. 5-minute pre-show match. There's that. So, Ignacio and Bryce lost the tag titles to a team from... Or do they just get vacated because the team is not... Oh, they just get Malachi Hobbs. So it's just on Malachi Hobbs, not Cooper. They're not that. 3W. It was him and Isaiah Potter. He is good with a lot of people as opponents. It's like I should hire him. But him and Isaiah Potter should have tag team. Okay. So what we will do is add a match. Where's Malachi? Maybe they only put one down because of they're not officially a tag team. So there's that. I'll put the main show. Do that. Maybe we'll do mid championship with Lewis. So he's already wrestling 2 matches. We got WPW. Okay. So here's a team. Could bring Jada Freeman back. And is Arabella. So she'll be back for a time. On purpose. Terrible chemistry as a team as well for that. Then Iger won that. An Angle. Do that. For that. And then we have that. We could have he's a staff. Okay, against Hardcore Duo, and that was a 61. So he's been over. Plays Robbins. Okay, so we will have plays Robbins against I would like that. $15 more minutes. Um, Six should be enough, but I'll add her to it. And there. Okay, yeah, she could get a title in that. That day. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's perfect for that. An angle. That fits that. Hikers with that. That should be enough, even though there's going to be some people that aren't being used, but overall we got the partnerships from the other promotions. So we got Moses and Jonathan, because Jonathan wanted to match with Moses. No titles on the line, so they did a pre-show match. 66%, 65% with 2-star, and 67 crowd reaction. Then we get to the show where we bring back Jada Freeman, who was on our roster before and is now with this WPW or any of the other 2 promotions that we are partnered with. She has an explosive style, impressed the crowd. Sammy did the heavy lifting, 49% crowd reaction, 60% with 1.5-star match, and 54% final score. And Arabella Baxter wins the match to give her some confidence and move on. Then we have Basile and Iker gaining 1 each, and Basile talks about Iker, 55%. Then we have this 8 women ladder match where Leslie, Tegan, Samira, Eloise, Jada, Celia, Ellen, and Priscilla Atkins all at it with each other. And Ellen Copeland is the new mid-champion. So we are losing our championships to different promotions. But a lot of star power and stuff added to the match. 49% crowd reaction, 3-star match, 75% match quality, and 57% final score. Then we have Blaze Robbins versus Hassan Coffey. Blaze coming from a different promotion, giving Hassan Coffey a match. 38% crowd reaction, 73% 3-star match, and 55% final score. Then we have 63 with Hannah Wong and Leslie taking a promo against Leslie. And then we have Lewis versus Moses. And Moses keeps his mid-championship. And the psychology wasn't there. So we have 52% crowd reaction, 3.5-star match, 80%, and 66% final score. Then we have the main event of the tag team titles going at it again, and Bryce and Ignacio bring them back home to German Crazy 30 promotion, beating Isaiah Potter and Malachi Hobbs. 36% crowd reaction, 3.5-star match, 80% match quality, and 58% final score. Bringing it up to 40 would have been a 59.2 added to our popularity. And we have one more. 353 tickets. $5,200, $5,300. It's quite a bit of money. And we have Jonathan that succeeded, but we have one more event until we are done with year 2. So we have 71 with Moses and Christian, 58 with Basile and Iker. We're going to simulate. So the only title that is out of the promotion right now is the Jeremy Crazy Mid Championship. As we sim through the days, got an email. I see how Iker has developed an ego. Sure. You can have a tag team match against him. There we go. Alright. We're going to add match versus Iker and Hassan. Keep the tag team titles out of it. Who should we have? Right. Chemistry as a team. So we'll have that. Or should be Christian. For that. 15 more minutes we have to book. Made. Oh, she started to do angles. But is do that. Oh, it's male. There we go. There. Start the show. All right, so we have 2.5 with Sloan, Frazier, and Eloise. Sloan wins the match, 40% crowd reaction, 2.5-star match, 54% final score. Then we have Samira and Mackenzie. Terrible chemistry as opponent, good to know. 55% crowd reaction, negative 1.5-star match, 29% quality, and 42% final score. Then we get into the show. Tegan is the new mid-champion. They have an incredible chemistry as an opponent, and it helped the match quality. Good to know. 53% crowd reaction, 2.5-star match, with 71% match quality, and 62% final score. Then we have our video with Anthony Wilson, just trying to keep him relevant within the promotion. Then we have Cone Barbera and Max Grassi. Trying to keep it face and heel and stuff like that integrated with each other. Sammy just helped with the match, and there was nothing really to add to it. 27% crowd reaction, 3-star match, 74% match quality, and 50% final score. Then we have just angles with the tag teams of video showing Edward and Jonathan, and then celebration of Bryce and Ignacio winning the titles again. Then we have Leslie and Jada. They seem to be fine as opponents. 36% crowd reaction, 80% match quality is a 3.5-star match, 58% final score. Bryce and Ignacio versus Iker and Hassan. Didn't realize that I put them double. Hassan wins, so Iker and Hassan has won the match. 26% crowd reaction, 3-star match, 75% match quality, and 50% final score. And we have an angle with Devin Case and Jordan, because they have a good chemistry as opponents. So I thought to make a matches made for the next event. Hannah Wong retained the title, 40% crowd reaction, 2-star match, 67%, and 54%. So Celia did not successfully gain the title back. Then we have Christian gaining his new heavyweight championship back. Moses had a boost, given the intimidating presence of Christian Gaines added to the match. Got a better reaction than you'd expect. He is riding a wave of momentum right now, so he still has the mid championship. He just doesn't have the heavyweight. He lost 0.2 and Christian gained 0.5. Got 56% crowd reaction, 3-star match, 77% match quality, and 67% final score. And we got our 40, would have been a 59, 0.2 added. And we will see match request, summary, and promise. Christian Gaines succeeded. Basile would like to get a title match, sure, for February. 337, 5,055, and that promise. So she did not get a title win, so she's not going to like me. We have an option. We can resign everybody. These people for sure. I'll sign for another 2 years. Commentary has been going up. Entertainment's been going up. Star Power's been going up for them. So, except for that, commentary, entertainment's been going up. Psychology, commentary's been stagnant. So it hasn't been going up. So another 2 years for that. We have a lot of people. Entertainment's going up. It's going up on Star Power. You will give him a 5-year contract with that. So he is locked. James. Really don't do anything with you right now. So we'll let you walk. Byron. 5 years. So you're kind of the owner. We'll do 5 years for you. We're going to let Dylan walk, I think, because we do stuff with him, but we really don't do much with him. So Bryce, yeah, we'll do a 5-year deal with him. Since he is part of the tag team championships. Dylan, we're going to let walk. Hassan, we kind of use as a person to fill in holes. Luis is part of a good division. So she accepts that. Max Grassi. So, okay. So he's gained quite a bit. Stamina's grown. Safety's grown. Psychology's grown. Entertainment. Okay. We'll do 2 years for right now. I can't give you a written contract, so this is done pretty well, so I'll give him a 5-year. Dylan, Tegan. Do another 2 years. Leslie. Do another 2 years. Yeah. We will let a couple of people walk. We'll let Dylan and Austin because we use Sammy Andrews instead. But can talk to her. Could ask. Staff, high flyer. yeah, we're just gonna let him walk. We'll save $275. Not that it's a big deal. And what about Dylan? How much are we saving off of him? $132, so $500 roughly. Iker. What is he right now? Upper mid card. So he wants to be main event right now? Sure. He's been winning and stuff, so. And we are going to simulate the rest of the year. Yeah, I know I failed. But yeah, it was a 2-time. Pretty bad chemistry for Basile. Terrible chemistry as a team for Max Grassi. I think by himself he had a decent promo, but Andre Freeman did most of the heavy lifting when it came to that, and that's why that score was good. But we will let him walk and him walk as well. Our contracts expired. The 1st of January. So, the WWE has made its presence in AEW. Has made its presence of coming in. So Cooper Kinney joins AEW and becomes an owner. McKenna Wolf becomes the owner of WWE. Cooper leaves TOW and NYFW. WWE announces they are open for business and AEW is. So that is good. AEW makes an informal contract for Madison Webb, he is offered a contract by WWE. Is he gone though? He is not. They've offered him a contract. I'm going to sim to the next day and see if anything were to happen. WWE has made it known they're interested in a formal paper appearance deal with Julius Dyer. Jada Duncan was offered a contract by WWE. And she wants a push. So, that being said, they are making their presence known. So, I have. So I can't send down to development. So when it comes to training schools. I wonder how that is. I wonder how that will be if random people just pop up, but overall, since I do have an opening, I want to look at I've shortlisted. So Madison Webb I've shortlisted because not only that she is a high flyer, but thrill-seeking, charitable to others, is known for her toughness, locker leadum, and has a relationship outside of the business. But she is now being good chemistry as opponent. Stephanie Browning that we had before. Now she's being targeted by so many promotions right now. WWE has offered her a contract, and AEW has, but she's also been offered by WWE as well, I believe. Or at least it's not showing on here, but AEW, I guess, offered her a contract. Oh, I think it was My Superstars that was being offered, and then we have. He is a high flyer, 12 years, anxious, driven to be the best, can be annoying, but he has 83, 70, and 77 star power. So that in itself, and then WWE has offered him a informal contract. And then my announcer has been offered by WWE, so that says something about that. But anyway, we are up in the rise. We don't have a child promotion, so we don't have to do anything developmental wise. Jade has been offered WWE contract. Kane Chan has been offered a WWE contract. So they've made their presence behold on offering people contracts. Worldwide Entertainment. So they got McKenna Wolf. That is their owner now. And that's the only one that they have signed so far. And they got Cooper Kinney, which is their owner. And they got Fourth Friday in January, or Fourth Friday, First Sunday, so it's just random for them. And I did add all of the titles that are listed on each of their websites, and for Worldwide Entertainment, I did add so they have all this but I did add the brands, but I don't know if that will be implemented or not with how kind of small of a company they are to begin with. So who knows? But anyway, hopefully you appreciate this episode, as we did finish year one, but we do have to look at the finances. So added a few promotions for business wise. I'm trying to gain popularity as quick as possible. We have made a dent of gaining people into the show from 2,000 to doubling it to 4,000 and 5,000. And it's just then trying to grow from there. And then eventually we'll have people in this training school, as it is open. So I wonder if we proceed another day and see if there's anybody. So Madison's with AEW. WWE isn't messing around. So he works for both. It's an informal agreement. So that is honestly a good thing that I picked a good person, but I may end up replacing him then overall, because eventually, if this is going to become a big promotion very quickly, they already have Jada Freeman, who now works for 2 other promotions. That it can not say pretty ugly, but it can be where I may just be losing people. Madison Webb's there, Cooper Kenny. So they got some backstage staff, announcer, a referee. But anyway, hopefully you appreciate this video, and we'll see how this training school comes about, if I have to add people to it or if it just randomly populates people. So catch you on the next one.